up, we flexing again. Break out your hunts and hang with some friends. There ain't no cap, we never pretend. Holding the belt, no one contends. Over 2 years, a hell of a run. Give you the link, the party's begun. Censoring folks, we ain't the one. Do it for fun, never the fun.
What's happening, YouTubers? It's the Casual Toy Collector here, very excitedly reviewing the new G.I. Joe Classified Series Scrap Iron and Anti-Armor Drone. Now, if you are stateside in the United States, you're going to have to wait till July, August, or even September in most cases to order this guy. Most of the pre-orders in the U.S. are for September that this is slated to come out. Now, if you don't like the wait game, like me, you can pick it up at robotkingdom.com. I'm not going to lie to you, they're going to tax you on shipping because it is coming from overseas. But if you ain't first, you're last, like Ricky Bobby says. I love to be first, y'all. So I had to get this, was not waiting, was very excited to get this in hand. Want to kind of tinker around and see if I can't 3D design something similar to that, so I can have a couple of these different things. So taking a look at the box first and foremost, man. Typical box there. We got an artistic rendition of scrap iron right here. All the accessories that come with this guy. And here we got a kind of diorama setup. Looks like he's on top of the USS flag almost is what it looks like. We got jets flying by in the background and whatnot. And it is the plastic-free packaging, so you're not going to get a peek at what's in the box. So hopefully it's a really new toy. I shouldn't have gotten hit with a swapperoo on this one. All right, taking a quick look at the side. He is, in fact, number 74 of the G.I. Joe Classified Series. Getting on up there with them numbers. On that side, then on this side here, we got a QR code that you can scan. It's got a Cobra symbol in the center of it. I imagine it probably brings up some stats or whatever for him. I hadn't actually tried that out yet. I have to give that a shot a little bit later. Then around to the back of the package here, again, we got all those blast effects, the missiles, there's the drone, there's scrap iron with the helmet removed. Here he's got a real nice scar, which is shown right here on the back of the box. His one eye is really, really screwed up. And he's got some grenades that hang from his chest there as it shows. And some labeling here from Hong Kong Limited. So, without further ado, we're going to bust this open and get to the good part. Alright, so guys, I actually, with him out of the package here real quick, we still got the straps that we're going to cut loose, but I figured I'd show this aspect of it. This is what you're going to get when you slit the box and slide it out. Here is your drone. These are actually gray. I thought that they were going to be black. So, in fact, they're going to be gray with this figure. And there's the top part there. It looks like we're going to have to click a couple of things together, which shouldn't be no biggie. That QR code that I scanned on the side of the package, it actually just took me to the Hasbro website. I don't know if it's too early, they don't have any material for this, or what's going on with that. But as of right now, if you pick up scrap iron and you scan that QR code, you're only going to get taken to the Hasbro website. They got an option where you can shop more products or you can play games. So I don't know if us being in the US here has anything to do with that, but that's all you're going to get from the QR code at that point. So this is what you get when you slit the box and slide everything out. Now we're going to go ahead and take all the straps off and get this guy free. All right, so we relieved this guy from these straps that were holding him into the package, and I thought this would be worth showing off here. Here's the back art that was behind scrap iron and the drone there. Really impressive. That's definitely a nice picture there. So I figured I'd show that off too. We also got these blast effects. There's not going to be a lot to discuss with these, so I can show them all first and foremost. You get this. This is one of them here. It's just kind of hollow underneath, and it's like a rubbery kind of material. So you can actually kind of bend it around and whatnot. This one is just kind of like smoke with the fire bursting out from around it. Then this one is kind of a swooshing kind of thing with smoke and fire coming off of it. Again, that's going to be rubber too. All of these effects are going to be like rubber type material. So you get them. Then you also get two of these. These are pretty neat. One is larger than the other. I don't know if you guys can make that out. It is a pinch larger. And again, it's that rubbery material, so you can actually like take this stuff and stretch it out as you see fit. It's kind of like a incoming blast that hits the ground and smoke shooting out when it hits the ground. So, and again, it's that rubbery material, so you ain't got to worry about breaking these. They're very flexible. So you get two of those. That's what those guys look like there. tuck them off to the side. We shouldn't be dealing with them too. And I'm gonna pull these out the way so we can take a look at the drone. Now, this is what most guys are excited for, man. Here is the drone that comes with scrap iron. Let me go ahead and tuck these missiles in. We'll take a look at them here real quick. There's the missiles, and it says that it's laser guided, as you can see. Nice missiles. Again, that's that rubbery kind of material, so you can kind of bend them a little bit. Don't know why you would do that, but you're not going to break anything. So there's that. Then you also get these blast effects here. They can click, if I'm not mistaken, should click right onto the back of the missile here, like that. So you get like a fire and smoke trail coming from the missile. And then we should be able to stick that in there. Yep, just like that. It pegs in like it's launching off. So that's what the drone entails. On the side of the drone here, it says piezoelectric. It's got M and a security number on it, or serial number rather, excuse me. It's got that on it. I tell you a little, let me move this out of the way here real quick. A little let down at the articulation. When we saw the pictures and it was announced, it looked like these treads would kind of lift up and down to kind of bend or whatever, but you don't get a huge range of motion. These treads do not roll like we thought they might have done. They're static, they stay still, so you're not going to get any movement out of the treads. There are two joints in right here in the center. Two joints kind of going to the treads that you can get some up and down motion, and you can kind of turn them out and in just a pinch there. And then this the disconnected piece is just on a ball joint here, where you can kind of lift the missile up, and you can point it down and point it up like that. So a little disappointed with the articulation. I was hoping that we'd get some moving treads. So, and there's no trailer hitch or anything with that too. I thought that would have been a nice little thing to add to it, to have a little trailer hitch to tag along behind the HISS tanks that we should be getting pretty soon here. But that's not going to be an option with this. There's no trailer hitch. So we're going to, for the meantime, we showed those blast effects. We're just going to stick the missiles in here like normal for the rest of the review. But there that is. Ant Tank 002 with that M and a red swoosh through it there. There's the top. I wonder if these missiles click in anymore secure. They really don't. These missiles really just kind of feel loosely sitting in there. So if you turn them down, they just fall out. And it looks like the, yeah, there's not a special. These have a smaller, probably 3mm port on them, if you could see. So they don't really peg into this. The peg holes in the back of the drone are actually intended for the smoke trails that come out of it. So that's all that's going to peg into those. If you got the missiles in, you don't want to have it facing down, because those missiles are going to slide right out of there. But definitely nice to have, man. I like it. I like it. There's the back. It's even got some little tail lights, and there's the Cobra symbol on the back of it. Kind of done in a gunmetal kind of chrome vibe there. And I imagine that's the receiver for his little remote control right up on top of it, yeah. So definitely cool to have, but a little let down with the articulation, man. I thought we were going to get some moving treads and whatnot. All right, so now we're going to look at the man of the hour. Here is Scrap Iron. Scrap Iron himself, man. I tell you, the side of his head is mangled up. This guy is a soldier, man. His hope this light's doing justice, man. This guy looks like he got drugged behind his tank. Something done hooked him, boy. His face is mangled. His ear is all eaten up. This guy's seen better days for sure. Definitely a warrior. So there he goes, and you get the kind of typical ranges of motion that you get out of him. You got an up and down pivot on the head, you know, full swivel of the arm there, up and down with the arm. Got a bicep swivel, of course. You'll be able to swivel that all the way around. Double, are they double? Double jointed elbows, yes, so you can get good high bends on the elbows there. Back of the figure, there's this little peg exposed where you can put backpacks on them and whatnot. Nice red vest. The grenades here do not come off of it as you might have thought by looking at the packaging. The way they advertise them almost felt like they would come off, but they don't. They're actually part of that vest there. And his belt straps in kind of around his thighs here. So, and on this arm here, he's got the Cobra symbol right there. Wrists have some swivel to them, some up and down and rotation. Thigh swivel at the legs, hip swivel. You can get them up and down despite the straps on his legs there. Double jointed knees. This one is pretty stiff, I tell you. But he does have double jointed knees, and the feet also have ankle tilt and forward. You kind of can push him forward there, so he can kind of dig in with his boots there. So, very cool figure. Excited to have a new G.I. Joe, man. It's kind of dry in stores here lately. I'm all caught up on everything, so I didn't mind paying the premium to get these guys a little bit earlier. And you guys are going to want to stay tuned to the channel, too, because I also got Torpedo, Shipwreck, Copperhead, and Rock and Roll. So stay tuned to the channel. I actually plan on reviewing these since they're kind of new. I know people would be excited to see what they're about. You guys stay tuned to the channel. And here's his little remote control thing with a screen on it, so he can control the drone from a safe distance that won't blow himself up. Kind of looks like a little Nintendo Switch or something. So it comes with that, and he can kind of hold it in both of his hands there to act like he's controlling it. Not sure if I'll actually incorporate that or not. Those double jointed elbows are going to help you to hold that in his hands like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, whoop, almost had it. A little bit of a workout to get it. There we go. He's well, damn it, man. Might in fact have to hook his fingers around the thumb controllers. There we go. So we can in fact get him to hold it, man. All right, so I'm gonna tuck that off to the side. Then we also got he's got a gun here. Looks like it's probably a 45 or something, probably. Not sure what kind of gun that is, man. Chat, help me out. Specifics on the gun. I don't believe I've ever seen one of these in real life. It might be fictional. It's got a little hole in the front of it here too. So some of these new blast effects look like they're going to be able to go into it. Wow, that hole is very, 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 very small, man. It's probably a millimeter or even half of a millimeter, if that. So maybe some of the blast effects that came with the Vipers and stuff are going to work with it. But they don't give you any blast effects with this guy. So you're going to have to provide them with other G.I. Joe stuff. But he comes with that. He'll be able to hold the gun. And he'll also, he's got the little holster on his leg here that you can just tuck the gun into his holster for storage. Not much need for a little pistol when you got a big drone that you can use to murder people. And last but not least, he comes with his helmet here that you'll be able to pop on the top of the character, and that makes him look so much tougher. It hides the scars and all. But that looks pretty cool. Kind of wiggles around. You're going to have to play with it to get it exactly centered on his head there. But great figure, man. Great figure. If this is a favorite of you guys and you don't want to wait until September, I highly recommend hitting up robotkingdom.com. You're going to pay a little tax, like I say, for the shipping because it's coming overseas. But again, if you ain't first, you're last. With all that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and close out the review. I'd also like to invite you guys. We have open sessions on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Our Wednesday shows are just kind of a midweek check-in where you can come through. It's adult orientated, so language can get a little edgy from time to time. Subjects can kind of go all over the place. We start with toys, and then we just kind of talk about whatever might come to mind. Then our more important shows are Friday. our Flex Friday series, where we actually introed our videos with 69 songs Friday after Friday for 69 weeks consecutively. Those are the super fun shows. And also the Saturated Saturday series. What we do is we invite all collectors to come on. We spill the link to join the chat live in the comment section, and anyone can join in and talk toys, media, culture, or whatever might come to mind. So, all the advertisements out the way. Love you guys, and I appreciate you tuning in. Be sure and pick you up a scrap iron, man. RobotKingdom.com if you don't want to wait. If not, catch it in September when you do get it. Love you guys. We'll catch you on the next video. See you Wednesday, hopefully. Peace.